Right, so we are going to be fitting a Go Fast Bits dump valve to the Evo 9. I think this fits all Evos up to an Evo 9. I think an Evo 10 one is slightly different, but this is a recirc and a vent to atmosphere, or it can do 50-50. Let's have a look at it. Right, so nice foam padded box, all GFB parts, always seem to become really nicely packed and really nicely prepared. All the parts seem to be made really good as well. But right, okay, so and there we have it. Now, what we can do with this is, depending on, I think it's this one here, that one there is the one that goes back to the inlet. You can remove this piece. Yeah, just need to nip that up slightly. You can remove that piece there. This just screws out. And then this kit comes with a little blanking piece here, which then blanks that off in there, and you also get a bung for the pipe as well, which would mean that would just be a vent to atmosphere only. So obviously if you have that screwed in, it's doing a recirc as well, and also has an adjustable spring. So the spring in there, what I believe it is for is, on idle, sometimes this doesn't return to close so fast. So I think you can adjust the top of it to make sure it does, because sometimes fitting a dump valve to these causes them to stall and idle a bit. But we'll have a look at that later. But we're going to try and fit this as a vent to atmosphere instead of the recirc, just because I want the noise, because the 1990s were cool and I miss RS turbos and dump valves. So we'll be using that piece. Oh no, sorry, we won't be using that piece. We'll be using that piece, and we will be using this blank to blank the hose off. You can actually run this as a 50-50. So what you do is, if you want to run it as sort of basically running as it was as a recirc, but also partially venting to atmosphere, you would have this fitted on there, and you'd basically just attach it exactly as the one you remove, and that's how that would work. I possibly actually might try that first. I think I'll try that first and then see what that sounds like, and if it sounds decent enough, loud enough and what have you, then I'll probably just go with that, so at least some of it's going back into the inlet. But if I want it louder, I will try it with the bungs. So first off, we'll make some videos of the car as it is now, which is just the factory recirc. It doesn't make any sort of blow off noise at all. You can hear the turbo whistle. I don't even know if you can pick this up on the camera actually, but you can hear the turbo whistle. I'll do it a few more times. You can just sort of hear it sort of releasing back through the air filter. That's kind of all you can really hear. We want a bit more vent to atmosphere, so that's what we're going to do. So it's not a noise. I don't think it's particularly loud. It does sound alright actually, but we want a bit of loudness really. So let's do a couple more. Yeah, it sounds okay, but like I say, we want it to be a little bit louder and we want a bit more vent atmosphere. So let's go back and fit the part. That's your factory recirc valve located right there. You may get lucky and you may just be able to take off the hose clip there and the one underneath it from above without removing anything else. I don't think I can get in on that clip as easy as I want, and that one's pointing the wrong direction. So is it? No, it's pointing the right direction, so I might be able to get on them, which would be a lot easier. Or we can just remove this intercooler pipe here, which is clip there, take the whole pipe out, and then you've got a bit more space to look at in there, which is probably what I'm going to do actually, just to make it a little bit easier. Plus I can give that a clean up as well. Right, so actually have 4 clips to remove. You've got that one there, and you've got your wanted dump valve there, and you've got this one here as well, which I don't know where that goes, but you need to remove that as well to get this pipe out. So I'll have 2 takeoffs there and there with hose clips on. Right, with that pipe out of the way, we can now see where we're at. So here is our factory dump valve. So we can remove this hose clip here, and we need to take this vacuum pipe off here, which should have a clip on it, and it does. There it is there, just a pinch clip, so need to remove that. And then we can remove this. We'll take it off with this attached to it, and we'll take that off afterwards once it's out the car. There you go, easy as that. And then we'll replace with a new one. It's sometimes a good idea to take a picture of the orientation of how things sit. So that's sat like that, so we know that pipe needs to head that direction, and we know the vacuum needs to come up the way. That's straightforward enough anyway. So then we'll take this pipe off. Also, just in case for the future, if you locate all your hose clips to be very accessible, in case you need to take something off without removing 10 things, it's a lot better. So this one here needs spun round a bit, so I can actually get a screwdriver straight into it if I need to at a later date. So I'll do that anyway, because it was kind of pointing in the wrong direction, pointing towards that, and I couldn't get a screwdriver onto it, so hence the pipe came off. But yeah, so that gives us plenty of room, plenty of access, and now we'll go and get the GFB go fast bits. I didn't have a problem with this, but I don't know if you can see on there or not properly, but all the corrosion on it. So yeah, if you were refitting that, I'd probably give that end there a bit of a clean up before you were to refit it. I don't know when that's last been off, but yeah, see all the bits flaking off. Cool, we'll keep that as a spare anyway, but new part time. Right, so we've set it up in 50-50 mode. I think that's probably going to be the best. I may try it full vent to atmosphere, yeah, I don't know, see how loud this is, but we're going to set it up like this first. It's going to sit pretty much, I think, that way on, I think it was. Kind of like that. So the trumpet will point sort of towards where the air filter is, kind of that direction. I'll go and I'll put the pipe on that far side there, which is on the floor, that one there. I'll get that fired on, and then we can get the inlet pipe fired on. Because I was bored in the meantime, I decided to paint some brackets, so I've refreshed up down that area a little bit. It looks a bit better. Right, let's attach. And there it is, mounted onto the intake pipe ready to go back to the intercooler pipe, and the vacuum just clips straight back on. I just need to put that little clip back on at the bottom. That's that done. You can see the trumpet there. Also means that we've got plenty of room if we do need to adjust the spring, we can adjust it from there. And to adjust it, you actually need to watch the valve inside moving, which luckily we can see dead easy from here as well, so that's dead cool. Makes life a lot easier. So I just need to put this intercooler pipe back on, and then we start it up and see what it is, see what it's doing, and then we take it for a road test. Right, so almost done. Sometimes when you take your intercooler pipes off, you'll get like a section where you can see there's like a line, which is where it used to sit in the pipe. So sometimes it's easy when you put them back together, you can just go back to your line and you know you were where you were. So I've just got that hose clip there to tighten up. Everything else is done and we're good. Right, so let's try a little bit of pressure. That's miles louder. Wow. Yeah, that's pretty alright, that, isn't it? So this is a 50-50 vent at the minute, so 50 vent, 50 recirc, and I think that sounds alright actually. It's not too loud, it's not too annoying, it's got kind of the sound I want. When I get back, I'm going to recheck all of the clips and all of the clamps that I've removed, just to make sure everything's tight and everything's spot on as it was before. But yeah, that sounds actually really good. It's pretty loud actually. Yeah, I'll maybe put the window down. I don't know if that'll put too much wind noise, I don't know. But anyway, let's have another little boosty. Yeah, it's alright that. I mean, it might be alright doing it full vent to atmosphere. It's probably going to be a lot louder, but that sounds pretty decent. It sounds, it's not too annoying, and it sounds good. It sounds very good. So I'm happy with that. That was really, really easy to install. Currently no ECU lights, I don't imagine there would be, and the car seems to drive fine. And let's just give it a quick check when I dip my throttle. Yeah, we're still idling fine. Sometimes they like to stall a bit, but that seems fine. It also seems to pick up fine between I love the race car brakes. Pick up fine between gear changes, so that doesn't seem to be a problem, which is good. I'll give it another quick blast and then we will be on our way. Noise and smell, that was pretty nice. Cool. Right, yeah. Happy times. Dump valves, like the 90s.